Hello everyone, my name is Yellow and welcome to episode 1 of 4 of this new little mini-series that I'm going to do here. I don't really have a name for it right now, but it'll be in the title, I guess. And pretty much what's going to happen is, there is, like, on the WWE website, there is the superstars list, the whole roster, and what I pretty much have done is set out the roster into what I feel is the jobbers, mid-card, upper-card and main event roster. Or at least how it should be if WWE booked people right. So, in the 4 episodes, I'm going to talk about the different sections that I've set out. And this first one is the jobber episode, of course. So, my jobber list, I guess, out of the roster that there is on WWE.com, not including NXT or anything like that, is going to be on screen right now. So as you can see, there's quite a big list of names of who I think should be actual jobbers in the WWE as of right now. And you know, some people might disagree with me, some people might think, oh, that's spot on, or some people might be thinking, oh, where's this guy, oh, where's this guy, and so on and so forth. But let me just talk about this list quickly. So I think that the most controversial people on this list, for people who shouldn't be jobbers, is maybe Michael McGillicuddy, Santino Marella, Tyson Kidd, and Fandango. I think they are the biggest jobbers that could be controversial. Thinking, why are they in the jobber list? Well, let me start with Michael McGillicuddy. Now, as of right now, he doesn't really do too much on telly, on TV, and in NXT and Nexus and things, he wasn't the main character at all. And I know that WWE have tried to repackage him, and his in-ring skills are pretty good. And I haven't really seen any mic work, to be honest. I've never seen him on the mic that much, but his matches for me have just been alright, I guess. Nothing too spectacular. So that's why I feel Michael McGillicuddy, stay on the jobbers. I think he would be a good jobber, you know. He could easily just push out the bigger guys and so on and so forth. Now, next on this list, I mean, I know this isn't a long video, so I've got to get through them quite quickly, is Santino Marella. Now, Santino has been the US champion. He's also been... has he been Intercontinental? No, I think he's only been US. Actually, wait, wasn't his first match against Umaga Intercontinental Championship? I think it was, actually. So he's also been Intercontinental Champion. And why I think he should be a jobber, even though, in my opinion, he is the last funny guy who works for WWE, who actually, his gimmick works well. I mean, Brodus Clay Sweet Tea, I hate that gimmick, it's terrible. The dancing big men, I don't want to see that. They could be monsters. That is why I am sick to death of their gimmick. I don't see why the dancing man. Same with Khali, his gimmick, unbelievably stupid. And Punjabi Playboy, who actually wants to see that? I mean, he was a monster when he started. He had rivalries with Undertaker, with Big Show, with Cena, and he's been put with Natalia, the most underrated diva there is on the entire roster, and he goes around dancing himself, and he's a playboy apparently, and he hardly even speaks a word of English. And yet, you know, his gimmick somehow apparently works for him. But yeah, Santino is the final funny guy on the roster who I can tolerate. But at the same time, I don't feel like he will ever get anywhere past mid-card, if he even gets to mid-card. So that's why I'm keeping him in the jobber section, because, I don't know, I don't see him being a champion again anytime soon at all. And, you know, he won't work in a tag team, I don't feel, and even if he does get repackaged or anything like that, I never see him ever being any more than a comedy act. So because of this, he's staying in the jobber section. The next controversial person, I guess, Tyson Kidd. Now this is probably the most controversial, or second most to Fandango, but Tyson Kidd, the reason I think he will only ever be a jobber is, even though CM Punk did that whole promo saying he's a workhorse, and then everyone jumped on the Tyson Kidd bandwagon, I've never really liked him at all, to be honest. He's, to me, even though he is a pretty good technical wrestler, some might even argue the best on the roster, because of his size, I never see him getting anywhere past mid-card at all. I mean, I've never really liked him on the mic too much. His gimmicks that he's had, he's always either been in a tag team or just some arrogant, annoying heel. I mean, I've never liked him. I've never even liked him as a heel. I've never liked him as a face. Even with Justin Gabriel, you know, he's just been meh at best. You know, I'll never see him past tag team champion at any point in his career, or even mid card. I don't see that at all, which is why he is also staying as a jobber. Now, the final controversial person in this list, I guess, would probably be Fandango. Now, even though he has been over so much as of late, since he came into WrestleMania, well, actually no, it was more like the night after WrestleMania he went over, I guess. But he has never impressed me once, to be honest. I mean, that might be a little bit harsh or whatever, but I don't know, I think it's true. I think he is far too overhyped, and the only reason he is over is because of those New Jersey fans who started singing his song. And because of that, again, everyone jumped on the bandwagon and loves Fandango now. I've never really seen anything impressive from him in the ring so far. His rivalry with Chris Jericho was average at best. I honestly thought that Jericho would make him look amazing, but his match at WrestleMania cemented that he is nothing but mid-card at best, because he just wasn't good in that WrestleMania match at all. But that's just my opinion on him, and that's why I think he should be a jobber. He shouldn't be mid-card. He shouldn't be upper card, which is what he's sort of getting at right now. I think he should be jobber at best. But yeah, all the other people on the list, I think there's kind of understandable people that stay in the mid card, well, the jobber section. That's what I'm trying to say. All the rest of the people on that list could stay in the jobbers, and it's kind of understandable why. But you know, I will happily discuss anyone else who could be a jobber in that list in the comment section. But I've run out of time for this video. I've talked too long about 4 people. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video anyway. But yeah, the next video in this section will be the mid card, and I will be talking about my picks for the mid card and why they should be there, and so on and so forth. But if you enjoyed this video, you know what you gotta do, and I will see you next time.